We are starting off this edition with the latest from Pakistan, where unprecedented scenes were witnessed in the parliament. The Pakistan police stormed the parliament lodges, roughing up the opposition lawmakers before arresting them. The Islamabad police arrested 19 people. These include JUI-F members of the National Assembly, Salahuddin Ayubi and Maulana Jamaluddin. The incident took place ahead of a no-trust vote against the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. So this is how things played out. Ansar-ul-Islam is a sub-organization. It is a uniformed volunteer force. Members of this group entered the parliament lodges in large numbers. According to a Dawn report, JUI chief Maulana Fazlur Rahman also reached the lodges with other lawmakers. They are said to have been invited to provide security to the opposition members. On the other hand, Pakistan's Interior Minister Sheikh Rashid accused the JUI-F of gathering 70 party workers in the parliament lodges. He claimed that the party workers beat up and locked up the police officials. He added that groups like Ansar-ul-Islam were banned and no one was permitted to keep such forces anymore. Rashid urged people to not take law into their own hands and threatened them with action. The leader of opposition, Shehbaz Sharif, slammed the police operation in the parliament, calling for an immediate release of the detained JUI-F workers. He also accused Imran Khan of taking Pakistan down the road of chaos. Meanwhile, the leader of PMLN, Maryam Nawaz Sharif, also asked the Islamabad police to not become a tool of the Prime Minister and his government. All this while major political turmoil is brewing in Pakistan after the opposition moved a no-confidence motion against the Prime Minister Imran Khan. Let's go straight across now to senior journalist Ahmed Shaheen with us from Lahore for further perspectives on these developments. These are unprecedented scenes seen in the Pakistan parliament. It's being viewed as an attempt by the Pakistan government to target the opposition parties and try and derail the no-trust vote. What's your reaction to what was witnessed?
It is unprecedented, but the kind of things that have been happening, it is quite a logical end to what's been happening. So there's a no-confidence movement against the Prime Minister Imran Khan, and Imran Khan is now falling short on numbers. Of course, it doesn't really matter if he's falling short of numbers, because in the next couple of weeks, when this no-confidence motion will be tabled, a lot of maneuvering needs to happen. Now, the physical maneuvering in the last two member of National Assembly elections that we've seen, where they had to vote on, let's say, the Speaker or in the Senate, we've seen that even the government member of National Assemblies, MNAs, the government MNAs were also talking about how they were picked up and forcefully asked to come to the parliament and vote in a certain favoring Imran Khan's government. So this maneuvering has been happening. For example, Ali Wazir MNA has been under arrest since last year, and every time he's allowed to go from the courts, another accusation is leveled against him, and he is still unable to vote against Imran Khan. And the whole idea of the opposition has been that they're going to prevent Imran Khan government from abducting or arresting members of the parliament, because the numbers are really tight. Even a couple of MNAs here and there can change the fate of this government. So in order to secure the member of National Assemblies, parliament lodges is where they live and stay. JUI-F of Maulana Fazlur Rahman has the largest street muscle. They have people with, like fundamental Islamist people as well, and who have a lot of guns and they can protect themselves. So what essentially they were trying to do was trying to protect the members of the National Assembly, especially the opposition members, and provide them security. Of course, the police and other law enforcement agencies cannot be trusted with the security of these MNAs, because they are the very people who will arrest them or pick them up and take them away till the voting is casted. So that's what the opposition was trying to do, secure themselves. Now, the optics don't look very good for the opposition with these 70 plus people coming in to secure these MNAs. But the whole question is, who's complaining? Because every major political party, except the ruling government, was supporting the fact that these JUI-F people were not only saving themselves, protecting themselves, their MNAs, but also the joint opposition MNAs. There were no warrants. The government was lying, or they haven't shown yet any warrants, because the parliament lodges are a sacred place. They are private places where the families of these member of National Assemblies reside as well. So forcefully entering there without any warrants is, number one, illegal, and number two, providing security. Now they've got the whole place surrounded. So providing security is the government's job, which they were not providing to the member of National Assembly. And now, there were no weapons found. There was none of that found. There were just people trying to protect their elected members of the parliament. And two more elected members of parliament have now been taken into custody. If they're taken into custody for long, then two less votes, another two votes less in favor of the opposition to oust PM Imran Khan.
Right. Ahmed Shaheen, we're going to leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much for sharing those perspectives and being here with us. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.